Thank you very much. Well, holiday travel chaos is almost here, so we're gearing up for it. Frequent flyer and best-selling author Brandon Blewett is here with us to share some habits on those annoying travel days when we got to figure out how to get to and from our destination without losing our minds.
It's not always possible.
It's not always possible, Brandon. Listen, with all of the millions of dollars of investment that people have made into airport cities, particularly, why are we still dealing with chaos at the airport?
I think it's us. I think that you can build the infrastructure, but if people don't have patience and they don't think about what they're doing when they get inside the airport, it's always going to feel chaotic. I laugh. I think that the TSA detectors, people joke that they're stripping your personal data. They're just stripping common sense, because if you're walking on the sidewalk and there's a bunch of people behind you, you don't stop. But in the airport, that's a frequent occurrence.
Listen, I'm telling you, there has now become such a dynamic difference between budget airline flights and the premium airline flights. I mean, I've taken both. And I'll tell you what, just recently I took a more premium air flight, and it felt completely different. The process was much smoother. The customer service was much better. How do you avoid going from budget to premium? Or at least the headaches that come with it.
I think that one thing that you can do is if you book far enough in advance and you use an agnostic site like Google for Google flights, what it will do is when you put in your destination, DC has multiple airports. And if you're flying to, say, South Florida, there's also multiple airports. So it'll catalog all the different airlines between those airports and show you the best fare. So sometimes you might get a better fare on one of those premium airlines because it's a competitive route. So that's one way to help avoid dealing with some of the chaos that you might have on certain carriers.
Yeah, I know you're not going to name any certain carriers.
I can't get put on a fly list.
Yeah, I know. Listen, people are getting just more and more disrespectful on flights. I mean, you see the videos, and maybe they've always been that way, but we're seeing more videos where people are just fighting, a little bit rude, pushing people. How do we then deal with issues where there's just absolute disarray in the airports?
It's a great question. I have found that if you make eye contact and say sorry or thank you or smile at people, it's immediately disarming. This morning, went to the gym, went to get Starbucks, get back to the hotel, there's no water. Call the front desk. There's a lot of things I wanted to say, but she was so sweet and disarming that I was friendly. We found the gym locker room, and I was able to get here early. So nice. I think if you take that approach and people change the mindset that these aren't obstacles in your way. It could be your mom, it could be your grandma, it could be your cousin, your friend, a loved one. Maybe people will be a little bit friendlier if they see everybody else as a human.
Yeah, you get more with honey than you do with
exactly.
vinegar, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what are some things that people need to know as they're going into the travel season. Is there any way to make their lives a lot easier? Can they do some prep work beforehand?
I think that if you're going to book your travel and you book it through a third-party app, always make sure you put that confirmation code in the airline's app, because that's going to give you notifications on delays, gate changes, where your bags are. And then I would say, take the first flight out. I know it's early, but those flights are going to be less susceptible to delays because the plane came the night before. Any crew or mechanical issues are probably ironed out. And if you're traveling with little ones and you don't want to deal with having them in the airport all day, take the first flight and get some sleep the night before.
Yeah, if you can afford to get to sleep the night before. Where can people find you? You got so much good information.
On Twitter and Instagram, it's Brandon in the Air, and then my website is brandonblewett.com.
Hey, Brandon Blewett, thank you for being with us. In the Air. We're going to try to pack our patience this year.
Absolutely.
I know it's redundant, but it still means a lot. Brandon, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Steve.
All right, listen, we just talked about